Well, folks, what I'm going to talk about here is something that this would fall in the category, Randy, practice what you preach. And that is staying hydrated on these really early August hunts. We're in Nevada right now. You've seen me on some of these hunts. I get really dehydrated. I just can't believe I need to drink this amount of water. And the problem is solved a little bit easier if you're at a base camp like we are here. We've got Scott's topper or camper. We brought a big Yeti that is dedicated just for ice. We can keep it in the shade. We can keep it cool at night when the temperature drops into the high 40s, early 50s. The water gets nice and cold and we keep it in the shade and keep it that way. But if you're on a backpack hunt, life gets a lot more difficult because I'd have no idea how many bottles of water I'm going to go through in a day. But you can tell when you're getting dehydrated, right? Well, if you go take a pee, you're like, oh man, this isn't good. Or you just start getting that groggy feeling. You're getting a headache. You're getting all the signs that, hey, I'm dehydrated. And it's happening faster than you're noticing. And if say you're a person like me who has a medical condition, I have a bad liver. And when you get dehydrated, your blood composition has less water in it. And so for me, I'm always running on a high toxin load. A lot of you might have some other underlying condition where hydration is critical. And if you aren't hydrated, you aren't going to perform very well. I brought along a whole bunch of Mountain Ops electrolytes that I'll throw in here at the end of every night. It's just so critical that you stay hydrated. And here's the thing to think about if you're doing a backpack hunt. You're exerting yourself more than you are from a base camp hunt. You are bringing limited amounts of water source material, in other words, filtration and storage systems. So you're going to have to keep track on where water is that you can filter regularly, because you're probably not going to bring it in a backpack hunt, 5 collapsible things that are 3 liters each. So you're going to have to spend a lot more time, and I know it's inconvenient, and I know it's a pain, and I know, oh, I got to get over in that next base, and maybe I'll do it when I get back. Hydration, water, I mean, this just sounds so basic, but it happens so quickly, and it happens to such a degree on these early hunts. And the early hunts could be Colorado. You get to the altitude, like right now we're in 9,000 feet in Nevada. You get to altitude, you get to low humidity, and you get to high temps, and you get to exerting yourself a lot. Every one of those are how you end up getting dehydrated. So think about it. In your planning checklist, make sure that one of the very first things you have on that list is how you are going to address hydration. I've had it happen. That's why I say, I should be practicing this more than I sometimes do. I get in a hurry, I get lazy, I try to cut corners. Well, you get to day 4 or 5 of a hunt like this, and you are way more dehydrated than you think. You're running a nutritional calorie deficit. You're also super, super dehydrated. You're not thinking well, you're not performing well, and it just affects the quality of your hunt. So worst case, it could affect the quality of your life in the long term. Don't let that happen. But water, make sure you got as much of it as possible. Keep it cool. Monitor your body to make sure you are getting enough of it. And if you are doing a backpack hunt, make sure you have the storage systems and the filtration systems. Have 2 filtration systems, right? 1 is none, 2 is 1. Because if you get a failure of a hydration system when you're way in the back of nowhere, that's a problem. So stay hydrated, have a great hunt, fill those tags.